Everybody, welcome back to the tournament as we are here in the losers round 1. And what, to our surprise, do we have here, Gaming Chef? BeavR, Newlook. What a surprise this has been. They are in the first losers round 1, and they are down 2-1 in this series to the Grimaces Gremlins, who are playing with 2 substitutes. I would not have guessed this.
Yeah, and I heard a little bit of lobby chat before it started, and BeavR saying Grimace should forfeit now because they lost 2 players, but they already agreed to it. Man, you know, BeavR probably thought it was an easy 3-0, but now that they're down, they're trying to go back on their word. Let's see if they can earn it the clean way through here. 2 substitutes. I was told it's in person, so that's fair. That's if it was online, that would have been a rough one for sure. But you know, I'm all for it. Here we got Fetty. I love how that's spelled. Very interesting. Gyra, Minecraft Boy, and Kulch. Oh man, what an interesting lineup here. Aggroh, Allu, KoyPond, Cosmic, already know tried and true. But you know, down 2-1. Big rough. Grab, give us a little recap how this series is going so far.
Yeah, so what has happened is map 1, it was Aggroh Fortress, the Grimaces Gremlins, they took it 250 to 240. Then we go to Hotel Search and Destroy. It was a clean 6-0 for BeavR, and so they tied up at 1-1. Then we go to Hotel Control, and it was a 3-2 clutch up again in the respawn for Grimace. And guess what? We're back here on Hotel, but now it's coming into the hard point. Cosmic 5-1, and he's looking to get streaks. But the Gremlins, this is a team where you're kind of looking at this roster, and I'm not necessarily sure who was the substitute. I know Avixie did not show up, so whoever is filling in is clearly doing a good job.
Yeah, I mean, I hope he's all right, but I also hope he ain't just ghosting on his team. Like, they had a chance. They made it through here. They beat out the Simps, and they beat Papas, so you know, hopefully everything's all right with them. LAN is what it's all about. That's what you show up for. You're in person, getting this done. All your roads lead to this, and the roads after a LAN event, oh, man, they're paved. They're probably paved in bronze, and you got to earn that gold, but that's when the money starts rolling in. That's when the COD champs starts rolling in. That's when all these sponsors start coming. That's when this becomes your job. And I know every single player in that LAN event right now wants this to be their full time. Whether it's on Twitch playing it in tournament GBs, whether it's a COD pro player, this is what they want. This is what they're here for. And BeavR, they got to step it up here, and they have been stepping it up right here in front of us.
I mean, and look at Mr. Fetty. He's whipping up a very nice dish of it currently as he sits at 6-6, 3 in a row. The kitchen has been their spot. They got an early break, but Allu, he has to be that game decider. Like we said, he's still on the AR. I still don't know how I feel about it. But before heading on into this one, Koy, he was saying, hey, watch this losers bracket run to the grand finals, and guess what? He could be eating his words here within the next 10 minutes if they're not able to get it to a map 5, because I have a feeling if they do, they should be able to win the search and destroy with how dominant that map 2 was. But the question is, can they get there? Because Grimace, you have a good few players, and look at their teamwork though. 7-8, 8-8, 7-8, 8, or now it's 8-8. But everybody doing the job. It just feels like one player from either side is kind of lacking behind. That's Koy, and that's Minecraft Boy 69.
Yeah, and one poking out of the top, Allu, as he usually does right when he needs to. He has that Super Saiyan moment, and he's trying to tap into that right now. Needs some more hill time, but we're tied up. I mean, right where we're at right now, it shouldn't be tied up. Like, no. BeavR should be top slayers, and we're in losers round 1 against 2 substitutes on a bottom seed team. This is not what should be happening. So the fact it's even tied is a bad look on BeavR. They got to step this one up, send these 2 subs out of here, and finish up this series strong. If they win this, they're against their BeavR brothers with Surabis. So, man, they got to just do better, and they got to close this one out quick.
And from what I'm just getting in, it's Gyra and Kluch are the substitutes filling on in. Avixie, unfortunately, was sick, and I'm not sure who the other player was, but that is a good, clean break from the side of the BeavR Newlook, as they should be able to lock down these last 20 seconds. But this is all about the control here in the kitchen. If you can hold them off, Kluch is going to be a big 1v1, and he takes it. Ooh, did I just see a few extra body shots? That's absolutely unnecessary for Grimace, because usually with a close series like this, I don't think you want to be shooting the body shots as of yet until you know you're going to have the dub. But I have a feeling, Chef, this one's going to go all the way down to the wire, but potential another 250, 240 finish.
Yeah, that's again the sad thing. It shouldn't be going down to a wire. We got the highest, most decorated team in that center. This is home field advantage at this point for all these players. They've been here so much. And we got brand new substitutes coming in, putting up numbers just like them. Oh my gosh. Allu, though, sitting at the 2-0 KD. Minecraft Boy 69 slacking a little bit in the kill department, but the hill time is coming up. They're taking the lead, possibly right here on the garage. 1v1 Cosmic trying to keep his name up, but he can't get it done. Gyra, Fetty getting traded out here. KoyPond with a nice double, trying to hold off this top with this last 10 seconds. His teammates rotated out to P1, keeping that control. We got Aggroh pushing up, trying to get P2 already control, get those spawns set up. Aggroh going off. Here we go. Step it up. Get in that driver's seat and try to get your team into this LSCLO SND.
And currently, it's Minecraft, who I don't think has found a kill in a few hills, so he just needs a little bit more confidence underneath him. It's going to be Kluch hopping on in. Can he stay alive? And ooh, I thought he was about to burn onto him, as Minecraft still not able to find anything. He is 5 and 19. He's almost quadruple negative, but yet his team is right in it. So imagine if he was finding a few kills left or right. They should be able to close it one out in a pretty dominating fashion. He finally gets off of basically a 10 death streak. So great stuff from him. And ooh, that was a shot and a gunfight he needed to win. They're gonna get the scrap, but they have the rotation here, Chef. This could be a big 60.
Yeah, you need the 60 here. It'd be so interesting if Grimace gets far in this tournament for how this lineup's been going. And you know, does Avixie come back later in the day? I don't know how sick he is. If he's like, all right, we're in the grand finals, take my spot, do they let him back? Don't they let him back? I mean, oh my gosh, it's so interesting, right? That's land for you. It's just different problems you're not usually worried about online. Oh my gosh, I love it, man. I love it. It's always something different every minute out there. And looking at this game, it shouldn't even be happening in the first place. So good on Grimace for just like mid-tournament adjustment.
No!
Clutch. Oh my gosh, a 5 feed from a new guy. Wow, what an amazing show out.
That didn't just happen, Chef. That might have been the most disrespectful three-piece I have seen so far today, because he broke everybody's ankles, and he is 6 in a row, 22 and 15. The Grimaces Gremlins, they are so close to closing this one out. They're even bringing out the knife from the Minecraft boys. It doesn't matter if you're playing a 6-year-old game. He's tapping brick upon brick, and he's breaking down the BeavR stick by stick.
Oh man, they're challenging Aggroh now. Cosmic finds a double. Clutch, I'm not sure if he picked that streak up. I think he was just short of it. I mean, pulling the knife out, just disrespectful. Here we go. Cosmic turning up, trying to own this kitchen. Gyra trying to get in there now through the door. Here we go. Busted down one. Gets the trade. Holding up the kitchen. One more. Cosmic now goes hot. Streaked up in the pocket. 6 in a row. Over a minute on hill. 23 and 17. Trying to get his team these 10 seconds. Try and tie this up as we hit the 200s on the rotations. Look at these teams. It is BeavR surrounded as they get collapsed on by the Grimaces Gremlins. It is all yellow in the kill feed. Boy trying to break it up a bit. No, Cosmic gets shut down. Oh no, but they got the spawns. Grimaces lack of teamwork history starting to show out there without the spawn control. You need that communication, and BeavR looking like they might be able to take this one over. It's going to come down to gun skill.
Oh, it's coming down to just pure throw yourself at it. But Grimace, they are going to break the 220-point marker. Aggroh, he goes out. Hey, that's a big gunfight to win. And Grimace, you are going to be 25 seconds away from sending home the defending champs in the losers round 1. I don't think anybody could have predicted this. With 2 substitutes, they cannot win it on this hill no matter what. The rotation is afoot. Look at Gyra and look at Koi. This is it. It's a battle in the middle, and Koi, what a gunfight to win. But Fettuccine, the man, is tasting delicious today. And Aggroh, he's trying to go big. Chef, oh my god, this map is going to come down to the wire once again.
Oh, this is tough. The spawns for Grimace looks like it's bottom right, and BeavR's right there in the kitchen, right where you want to be with the restaurant. Got the whole menu lined up. The order just came in from Cisco. They got everything stocked up, ready to serve it up, but it's fettuccine on the menu. Oh! It is a full team wipe. BeavR is out of there. 15 seconds left. Oh my gosh, BeavR, are they getting sent home from people that just showed up? 5-second streak comes in from Cosmic, able to get one. Can they get the contest? Here it is. They're coming in. KoyPond's on this site. Minecraft catch one. Cosmic now gets in there. Gyra, 5 seconds. Oh my gosh, Graf.
It's 6 seconds away. You have one chance, Koi. You gotta just contest it. Just stay alive. You don't need to do too much. Wait for the reinforcements, and they are getting the kills, but nobody's there on the rotation. Oh no! And the BeavRs, they are about to go home. Grimace, 2 seconds away, and they've done it. They've sent home the defending champs with 2 substitutes in
Show me the
lobby. Lineup.
Show me the lobby.
To 220. Oh, that did it just.
Wow.
Oh no. And that is tough, Chef. I mean, it just doesn't get any better than that. You had Minecraft double negative, but my man, Mr. Kluch, get Mr. Kluch in here. Who is this substitute? I need to know who this man is right now. I need to see who he is, because my goodness, that might have been one of the nastiest triples you'll ever see in a tournament.
Might as well bring Fettuccine up behind him.
And bring Fettuccine. You know, get Fettuccine. Get Fettuccine. Get Kluch on in here. I want to know the mystery behind this team right now.
Yeah.
What?
No one said their team's name. No one said anything about anything. We heard some Avixie stuff. Like they were a nobody. Literally nothing. They were last place, and now they just took down the defending champs. What? Get them in here.
And that has got to be a dagger. I know for Aggroh, I know for Allu, I know for Koi. Those guys, they are such talented players. And again, I think it just kind of came on into them not having the proper weapons. They lost one player that they thought was going to be their fourth. They had to pick up a substitute. Granted, Cosmic played beautifully. It just, the teamwork, it just clearly wasn't there. Something, maybe it was the vibes, maybe it was the comms, but it fell apart for the side of BeavRs, and they're officially the first team going home today. I would never have guessed this, and I picked this team to kind of be a dark horse here today, and they go down in the first 2 series that they play in just an unfortunate turn of events for the side of the BeavRs. You know they wanted to finish higher than this, but again, it just wasn't their day. Sometimes you have that fluke of a LAN, and this was one of them, I think, for the BeavRs.
Yeah, you know, catch one of them before they go home. Get them up here for an interview as well. I know they're all good sports. They'll have some insight on what happened. We for sure got to listen to them chip holders and talk about what kept them from even getting a chance at earning one today. So for sure, get one of those guys lined up. Any of them is fine. I know I wanted to get them when they were on top yesterday. Unfortunately, we got to get them on the bottom today. First eliminated. I mean, gosh, I don't know how ATK Ozone is lining up so far. They've been down there for a while trying to finish up their games. Oh man, we got anyone in there yet, Graf?
No, we're still waiting to get everybody in here. It looks like we're trying to get both Feta and we're also trying to get Kulch. I think they're just so hyped up. Maybe they need to use the bathroom. It was a long series from what I heard, and from. So what currently is going on with Infinite Esports and Acrylic, I know map 1 Acrylic blew them out of the water as expected. Nothing had changed there. It was a 250 to 101 Zarqwa Hydroelectric. Search and Destroy, that could be a little different. We'll give everybody an update, and from what I'm hearing, ATK, they haven't even started, which is surprising because they have been in the losers round 1 for over an hour and a half. So I'm not sure what's going on with them. Wow. They weren't wanting to play on a set of monitors. I'm not too sure, but that just sounds like a little bit of hocus bogus right there in my eyes. We'll just have to wait and see because they're going to go up against Ozone Esports, and maybe they were a little shocked after getting 3-0'd from their rivals in Infinite, but I bet you it's feeling pretty good once they saw them get smacked in that first map. We'll just happen to see how that one progresses. But Chef, I mean, just looking, let's go to the bracket here really quick because I'm curious to see how everything has turned out. So it's going to be Cerberus going up against Grimace, and the way that Grimace just played, I think they might beat Cerberus. I think they might beat Cerberus. That's the scary thing, and so I really don't know who's going to be able to win it. But Ozone and ATK, Ozone had some decent games yesterday, and the way we're ATK, they might just be chalked and they might go down, and I could see potentially Vintage and Ozone losers round 2. This is kind of interesting. And so I'm getting word Kulch and Gyra are actually some substitutes from Cerberus. So interesting that they are going to I'm not you know what? I'm not sure how that's going to work. Are they the substitutes? Are they the players? So if Cerberus is going up against Grimace, and I think Grimace is going to give the forfeit? I'm getting this update. This is kind of interesting. Is getting subs. Gosh. So Grimace is now getting subs from BeavR. What? So the players... Okay, this is hilarious. Cerberus, they're like, hey, we want to play potentially the Gremlins. So they substitute for the Gremlins. They beat the Beavers, and now their starting roster is back on Cerberus, and now BeavRs are gonna sub in for the Gremlins. Like
KoyPond and Allu?
No way. This is crazy. I've never seen this happen before. Chef, this
only
is
at LAN.
Only at LAN, but that is hilarious.
Oh my. So Cerberus gives the Gremlins some players, and now to go against BeavR is more BeavR players, which just lost and now are trying to win with people that just beat them against people that also just beat them. I'm trying to wrap my head around this right now. What? So no matter what, everyone wins and everyone loses? Is that what's going on here?
It kind of seems like it. I don't know how that works. It's a very, very interesting turn of events. That's just funny. Honestly, I love it. It's just chaotic. And that's
so what happens if the Gremlins win? They're just going to take the best players of Cerberus and BeavR and continue it on? Are they just going to keep absorbing the best players and keep it going so they have the full team of 4?
I don't think so, because Cerberus, I don't think they would be able to substitute back into the Grimace Gremlins. I don't think they're allowed to do that. So I think it would be with Allu and Koi with the Gremlins, and with Minecraft Boy and I believe it's Fetty who are on that starting roster. So that's so bizarre. And the way that Kulch and Gyra played, I did not see that yesterday from Cerberus. So maybe they just kind of were wanting to heat up, get some warm-up matches under their belt, whatever the case may be. But that is crazy. We are still waiting, unless if they're just hopping into the series, we are still waiting to get Kulch and Fettuccine in for an interview. I don't think that is, or we're not sure if that's going to happen. So I think we might just kick it to a short break. We'll try to give you information on the rest of what's going on. So everybody don't go anywhere. We will still have more Call of Duty action coming up after this. But don't forget, I think Mr. Man Gaming Chef and Dark Fusion have a little bit of a reminder to tell you something.
Yes.